Hello, you all know we've been discussing the Paccar injector issue. We've actually received one of our biggest compliments just recently, and there's a Paccar meeting with the dealers, and FASS came up in that meeting. Some takeaway points from it that I took away was, first of all, they didn't say yay or nay or any warranty problems with putting a FASS on. But what they did say, and we had one of our fleets there standing up for us, is that they said this is a contamination problem in the way of debris, very small debris, and that kind of hit me up, set off some trigger points to where, okay, if it's debris, why are they saying put a lubricating property to cover this debris? My thinking is maybe if you coat that debris, it'll slide through these tight tolerances better. What they're forgetting is what Milwaukee School of Engineering says is that the #1 cause of hydraulic system failure is fluid contaminants. Fluid contaminants are a wider range of debris items, okay? But the #1 fluid contaminant that wipes out hydraulic systems per Milwaukee School of Engineering, not Brad Extum, is air in the liquid, okay? Because what's happening, that fuel is creating a barrier where those two surfaces don't marry one another, they keep them divorced, but air allows those two surfaces to rub on one another and transfer metal from one surface to the other. So you lose your tolerances, and then you lose that surface keeping away, and then I start having it grabbing more and more. The other issue is, let's say that this is in the inside where there's a lot of pressure, it's low pressure, that small, what they're thinking is debris, is actually air, okay? And we're proving that. Let's go scuba diving for just a second. Let's take a little detour. And the scuba diver's down deep. That bubble starts off smaller, and as it raises to the surface, it expands. Why? Because there's less pressure, less water pressure holding that. Now, let's reverse that, and let's put that air bubble, and let's reduce and go down deeper and deeper. You're compressing that air bubble. Now let's go down to 35,000 PSI. Now we're talking, I don't know what we're talking, but it's very small, just like they said, very small micron rating, okay? This very small air now goes in here, and it goes under violent pressure. It goes from higher pressure, big bubble, and down to low pressure. And let's imagine that this is the air bubble in here and fluid around it, and then they just sit there, and it just pounds on it. Actually, the fluid falls through the air bubble. They call this cavitation, and it hits into the surface so much that it pulls microscopic, per MSOE for ease, okay? And it pulls chunks of metal away. Now you have very small chunks of metal debris going through. So air could be causing, and is causing, what they think is small debris. But air is your culprit. And you know what? If they say it doesn't work, why are we have those 2 units over 32,000 miles now, with 10 more units on now. The other fleets, he's wanting to put it on all of his trucks because they're going longer than they've ever gone on with the additive. So you know what, Paccar, we're here to support you. I've just done some research, and most people think of debris as dirt and water. They forget about air being the #1 fluid contaminant in a hydraulic system. The only difference between a hydraulic system and a fuel system is a fuel system, you burn the fuel and have to replenish it, which adds more problems. Hydraulic is closed, and you don't burn the fluid.